overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Pass to Turner. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. For 3, Siakam.
Hart, such a tough competitor. He's going to do the little things on both ends.
On the wing, Bridges. Now, here's Anunoby. Neesmith covering. Towns, the screen. Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Halliburton, no good. Pass to Towns. Over Halliburton. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Neesmith. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
And the dunk by Towns.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Halliburton. Screen by Siakam. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And stolen by Siakam. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Stolen. Anunoby outside. The Pacers pull it in. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, here's Anunoby. Still without a basket.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, a guy who loves attacking the rim. Hart putting some muscle on him.
Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Now Neesmith. Doubled by Hart. Neesmith can't get it to go. The Knicks lead by 3. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Pacers trailed by 5. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. Halliburton is double. Picked off in midair. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. It's stolen by Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. And the layup's good off the glass.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Out to Bridges. Just 3 to shoot. Towns, no luck.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bridges with the steal. Anunoby right side. Towns. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Now, here is Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Pass to Bryant. Rocket 2. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Bryant doing some work on the inside. Nice soft touch from 10 feet and in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 12 points in the game. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Halliburton outside. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
On the wing, Mathurin. All sorts of time. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Back to Towns. Pass to Bridges. Puts up a deep three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Towns. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pacers trailed by 8. McConnell with it. Brunson picks him up. Pass to Toppin. Outside Mathurin. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Bridges attacking.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And that one, good.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Halliburton for 3. Sinks the triple. Halliburton's got 7 points.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Bridges outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. It's a 5-point game. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
The offensive rebound. Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. To the middle. Tries again. New York again turning it over. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton outside. Halliburton is double. Back to Nembhard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
First team foul. At the line.
He misses the free throw.
Andrew Nembhard. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Pacers making a switch here. And so it's New York with it. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Siakam. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And it's Brunson missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Neesmith. They get it again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spot.
That one drops. He ties it up. So it's the Knicks now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brunson outside. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Here's Indiana. They're on a 10-1 run. Siakam's shot is off. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. Pass to Hart. Launches it, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hart's got 5 points so far.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the 3.
Toppin with it from outside the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Inside, and Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
Pass to Mathurin. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Halliburton. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Towns. And the layup is good. He's got 16.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
That'll do it for the first half. Knicks out front, leading by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pass to Brunson. Now Hart. Towns high post. Back to Hart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Checking in for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson. Precious.
Pacers trailed by 6. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down low. Shots good by Siakam. Siakam's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pacers. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Halliburton is double. Back to Neesmith. Outside Turner. Out to the wing. For three, Siakam. The Knicks pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's McBride. Good D by Siakam. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Halliburton is double. Pass to Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's McBride. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Indiana with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Halliburton outside. Neesmith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Neesmith has got his first 3 points of the game. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Knicks making a switch here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now here's Brunson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pass to Neesmith. Turner with the screen. To the paint. And Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
New York trailing. To the wing on the left. And here's Brunson. Here's McBride. Sinks the three-pointer. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Nembhard. Back to McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. Good work there as it goes. McConnell's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Outside for Robinson. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Turner. Now, here's Shamet. Here's McBride. Off target with his 3. Knocks it loose. Shamet with the steal. Stolen by McConnell. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Wasted no time on that one.
Timeout.
Shamet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
To your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
Pacers trailed by 3. Halliburton outside. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go for him. And here is Achua. Still yet to score. Banked in off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Back to Bryant. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton for 3. Knicks with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. To the inside. McBride. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 7-point New York lead.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Mathurin. Bryant up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 7. Takes the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Payne with it. He has yet to score. Pass to Dadier. It's stolen by Mathurin. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And Halliburton slams it in.
Excellent awareness and effort. Halliburton getting involved and finishing that time on the break.
Basket good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And here's Payne. Offline with his 3. Mathurin for 3. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks lead by 5. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2:44. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 5. And Walker throws it down hard.
For his size, Walker has great burst off the bounce.
Outside Towns. In the corner, it's Bridges. 6 to shoot. Oh, good on the triple. Now, here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. The quick look, no good that time. New York leading by 3. And stolen by McConnell. Down low. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Finished off the break.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Oh, the speed from Brunson in transition.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Pass to Mathurin. There's the 3. Drills it from outside.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Pass to Walker. And he drives in. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Towns. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Halliburton outside. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pass to Towns. Back to Hart. Towns down low. Here's Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Bridges outside. And the 3 off target. Pacers trailed by 6. And he drops it in from the low post. 15 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton, one of those guys who's always on his toes and plays the offensive end with a ton of energy.
Pass to Hart. And Devine Brunson gets it to him. And again, it's New York. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Towns. And it's sent back by Turner. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, showing his power. Pascal busts through the defense for that one.
Pass to Hart. Bridges outside. Back to Hart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Drew the defender in close enough for Hart to take advantage and draw the foul.
He's off on the first. And he can't hit the second. Pacers trailed by 4. Here's Halliburton. Missed inside. Bridges outside. He takes it in. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Pass to Neesmith. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. .143 left in the fourth quarter. Hart, no good. Pacers trailed by 7. Halliburton outside. Good D by Anunoby.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Pass to Hart. 3-pointer. Pacers with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Bridges. He's covered by Halliburton. Brunson draws the double. Here's Anunoby. New York missing again. And it's the Pacers' ball. It's a 5-point game.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
And it's sent back by Turner.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And an intentional foul right there.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Timeout called the Pacers. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Number 00, Mathurin.
Mathurin for three. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2.
Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
To tie it up. The 3 won't fall. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
15 foul. Shooting team.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. They seem to relish their role as...
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Are you still there?
Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Doubling back on you, I had to refocus. If I were you, to be honest, I wouldn't approach us.